We're going to continue our coverage of the November payrolls report. We are joined now by Joe Brusuelas, RSM's chief economist. Joe, thanks for being here with us. I was here with you close to a year ago. You declared that we were in soft landing territory. What is today's print telling you?
All right, so today's print, it really corrects for the hurricane-induced October report. It's a little like fourth grade math class. What you do is you take the 227, you add in a 56,000 upward revision to the past couple of months, and then you divide by 2. What do we get? Well, we get 141,500. Guess what the 3 and 6 month trend was before the hurricane? 148,000. You know what? This is bang spot on. You know, we have a really remarkably calm labor market right now, ladies. If you take a look at the pace of firings, yesterday, you take a look at this hiring, remarkable stability here. That's what I really see in this report. It's an American labor market that's just moving along at full employment. Right? And I think that's the important thing here. We are at full employment. This is what one would expect. We need to hire between 100 and 150,000 a month to keep the unemployment rate and the labor market stable. What are we getting? Right around 148.
Joe, do you see anything that could put that in jeopardy?
Well, of course, right? There's always risks out there. My sense here is that we're going to get some big policy changes next year. That might take the edge off of it, because if the tariffs are outsized, yeah, it would make sense for big corporates to begin to pull back, because that's where you're going to see it. Now, when you look at the report, well, I think what we're getting is small and medium-sized businesses are hiring, but the big ones have stopped, I think, in anticipation of some of these changes. Moreover, again, just to touch one thing here, the job losses in October were largely in Washington and Florida, where the storm was. We could see in the claims data for the last couple weeks, it came back. Danny made a really interesting point there around construction. I think it actually understated the rebuilding that's going on right now in the Southeast. I expect those construction jobs to be revised higher in the next couple of months. So we're in a pretty good place. Now, longer term, there are some issues in the labor market that I think we probably want to address here, because nothing's perfect forever.
Well, what are those biggest issues then? I guess we've talked a little bit about the inflationary pressures that you could see from wages, but underneath the surface, I guess what is most concerning?
So the median duration of unemployment is about 10.5 weeks. Most people who lose a job, they find one within 3 months. But we are beginning to see people who are unemployed longer than 15 weeks or 27 weeks. There's some issues there. A full 40% of those who are out of work and actively looking now been unemployed longer than 15 weeks. 22% of those are facing longer bouts of unemployment. Now, typically it's a matter of friction. There are personal issues out there. There's some discrimination that's always there in the market, especially around older folks, I think. But the 800-pound gorilla in the room is technology beginning to create some unemployment? What economists would kindly call technological unemployment. It's what everybody worries about, artificial intelligence. Now, we just don't know. But my gut tells me we're probably on the outer edges of that. And that might be why there's some redundancies out there in the workforce, and why people are having a hard time finding jobs, because some of their skills now are not really necessary because what we can do with artificial intelligence.